So how can you create momentum in your career? Because I know a lot of people have been reaching out to me lately saying that they're feeling stuck. They're feeling like they just need to sit back and wait. What is going on with this whole pandemic situation? There aren't that many jobs. Maybe they should wait it out and just sort of be a bit miserable until this is over. So how do you get that motivation back, or not just motivation, but really momentum, where really the results are coming in, you're getting the job offers, you're getting paid loads of money to do the work that you love, you're excited to get out of bed in the morning. How do you get that momentum? And there's a couple of steps that are working really, really well for my clients, so I want to share those with you. I am actually in Skiros Island in Greece right now. It is really beautiful, so I thought I would take you on a little sunset walk. I know some of you guys are still in lockdown right now and not having the best of times at all, so my heart is with you. I was also in lockdown up until recently, so yeah, it's not an easy time. And you guys stay strong, and it's a really good time to be working on your career, especially if you're stuck indoors anyway, and there's all kinds of things that you can do from home. So anyway, I want to share with you this, because despite not being able to go outside, there's a lot of ways you can actually get that momentum going for you and to really rev up your career. So the first thing is to recognize why you lose momentum. Why do people lose momentum in their careers? And, oh wait, so beautiful, look at this. This is amazing. Okay, so why do you lose momentum in your career? And that is a really important point, because a lot of people don't recognize how important momentum is, and they let that energy fade. They're just a little bit less energetic in the morning when they go to work. They're less enthused about their projects. You know, all these little things that are a loss of momentum start adding up, and it's always like, oh, it's not that bad, it's not that bad. And then over time, they reach this point where they realize they have no energy, they have no wind under their wings, they have no momentum in their career, and their opportunities, it's like they're at a dead end. There's nothing really coming at them. So that's really, really important to not get to that point. I speak to people all the time, because I've been doing this career coaching for a few years now. I speak to people who originally reached out to me years ago, and they thought, oh, you know, I'd like to do a kind of a change, but it's not that bad yet. Maybe I'll just try this on my own, and hopefully it'll work out, and if not, Dahlia, I'll reach back out to you later. And they come to me months or years later, and the situation has gotten so much worse, because before they were earning okay, not really earning what they would like. They were like, oh, I'm not super happy with the money, but whatever, at least it's fine. And now they have no job at all because they've been laid off, and they don't have additional opportunities, or they were in a job that was kind of like before, and now they're really, really miserable in that job, or in another version of the same job where they're getting really, really depressed, and then it's very difficult to get that energy back once you start losing your soul. So the more of your soul that you lose, I know this sounds dramatic, but it's true. People lose their souls going every day to positions that are not meant for them. Like, it's not the right match. It's not bringing them joy in their day-to-day life. So they're spending the majority of their day in a position where they're not feeling joyful. They're really just slaves to the wage. And that sucks away their soul. And they come to me when most of their soul is gone and there's very little left. It's very difficult to get it back, and not to mention to get back that momentum, because they've been going to an office hoping nobody notices that they're losing that energy. And of course, people do notice. It doesn't take long for people to notice, hey, that person is not as radiant as they used to be. That person's not as enthused to be here as the new hire is, kind of thing. And people notice that lack of energy, and it really, really impacts your opportunities. So that's the first thing, is to not wait for the momentum to hit rock bottom or to go down before you start to do something about it. Which brings me to point number 2, which is to be proactive. So you want to always be building momentum. You want to always be looking for that next step. And I mean, this is a big difference between the average person who goes to work, pays the bills, comes home, and earns an okay salary, and that's it, versus the really successful industry leaders that I'm talking about, who get the positions they want, they get the salaries they want, they have these amazing careers, they're joyful, and they're doing work that they're like, I can't even believe I'm being paid for this because I love it so much. The big differentiator is that those people are always looking for the next step. they don't get the so-called dream job and go, okay, I have the dream job, now I can just sit back and do nothing, right? So it's not in a stressed out way, like, okay, I need to keep being ambitious, I need to keep going for the goal, I need to force myself. It's not that kind of thing, but it's more like they're excited about that next step. They're excited to invest in themselves. They're excited to be the person they want to be, and they're always looking to up-level themselves constantly. Up-leveling your career never ever stops, and when it does, that is where you start to lose that momentum, and that is where you can you start to fall into what we've just been talking about, where you do start to have less opportunities, your pay goes down, and all of those other kind of costs associated with loss of career momentum. So really, really important to always be proactive. And then the third thing is to really focus on having actionable steps you can take. Because a lot of people, maybe they believe in themselves, they want to take those steps, they want to be proactive, but they don't really have a concrete action plan besides, okay, I'm going to do my networking, I'm going to update my LinkedIn. But it's kind of the traditional job hunting approach. They're still sending applications, hoping for the best. They don't really have a system. So that is also really, really important. Have a system where you have different action steps that are tailored to you. Be taking the action, because a lot of people also are getting really into, I'm going to believe in myself, I'm going to use the law of attraction and all of that stuff. But they don't actually have really an action plan. They don't have really a strong strategy that works for today's job market. So that would be the third thing. And that is how, for example, I have this client right now who's getting more job offers during the pandemic than ever before. Like, she has so much momentum, it's crazy, to the point that she has all these interviews, and she just got an amazing job offer with the Lancet, and she's going to get paid more money than she did before. And it's like everything is just working out for her, and she has this amazing energy that she didn't have before when she was kind of stuck and struggling. And of course, people who believe in the law of attraction would say, yeah, that's exactly the law of attraction working for her, that now that she's in the right vibration, all these things are coming to her. And it's really, really because she chose to believe in herself, she chose to value herself, and she was taking the action, she didn't stop. She ended up getting someone who, I showed her how to reach out to someone, and they ended up offering her this. The timing was right. They offered her the position, because when you don't have momentum, the timing will always be wrong. It's always going to be, keep checking the job boards and we'll let you know, but there's nothing available right now. Versus when you have that momentum, it's like, perfect timing. I can't believe you just reached out to me. We have a great position. Will you please interview for it? And then you can land the job. And that's exactly what happened with her. She just, she used my templates and my strategy to reach out to someone in the hidden job market. They offered her the interview, she got the job. And so it's kind of like magic when everything is working, when you have that energy, when you have that momentum, but there are actually concrete steps to build that momentum. So it's not magic at all. And it's super important, because I do see people trying to work on their careers from this place of, let's just see if this works. I'll just try this thing and we'll see, hope for the best. Like that's not going to give you any kind of momentum. Momentum is when you really, really, truly say, hey, I am worth it. I'm going to get to where I'm going to go. I'm going to do everything it takes. You stay committed to it, and you just believe in yourself enough to make it happen. And that's where that starts creating that network around you. That's where you start to have those advocates who are ready to offer you highly paid work. So super, super important message for today. But yeah, I think the sun has almost set by now, so I'd better get going. But yeah, if you guys are feeling like, okay, I want to have that momentum, I just don't know, I genuinely want to be proactive, I just don't really know what action steps I should be taking. I need help with my branding. I need help understanding how to access the hidden job market for my specific situation, for my specific industry. Then definitely reach out to me. Don't wait, because we're almost in September, which is when a lot of opportunities are going to be opening up. It is a really, really weird scenario right now with the pandemic, but if a pandemic is not enough for you to get proactive and start taking action, nothing is going to be, right? If this is not enough to show you that, hey, the world is changing, anything can happen, nothing is guaranteed. Your only guarantee is really yourself, and knowing that you can open up your own opportunities and you can have different options available to you. Nothing will get you to make that change, So really, really great moment right now to make a move, start getting yourself to where you want to go. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the walk, and we'll speak soon.